What's up, basketball fans out there? Those who like basketball, those who play basketball. This video here, Michael Jordan, LeBron James. Yeah, I know the comparison is just annoying to plenty of people out there. This thing that I know is about LeBron versus Michael thing been going on since 2011 when LeBron first took his talents to South Beach. Prior to playing his first ever finals as a Miami Heat player when playing against the Dallas Mavericks. Here we go. I like both these players. Michael Jordan is my first favorite, and now currently is LeBron James. I have none against these two basketball players. They're both terrific. They're both outstanding. Now, some people like to compare these two. Some don't. Well, for those who do, and for those who don't, I understand both sides. Trust me, I do. But I understand one person came in at 18 years old, the other one came in at age 21, so you really can't compare the age difference. What you can do is compare rookie versus rookie, sophomore, third year, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, all the way to 12, because LeBron only played 12 years. Michael did 15 throughout his whole entire NBA career. Looks like LeBron's going to surpass playing basketball in the NBA for 15 years. That's what it looks like. He's 30 years old now. Yes, of course, he got that 3-year thing because he came out of high school straight into the league. Jordan didn't. He did 3 years at North Carolina. Anyways, rookie versus rookie, they both had outstanding rookie seasons. They both became players in history as rookies to have 20 points or more, 5 assists or more, 5 rebounds or more as a rookie. So that's rookie 1 was Oscar Robertson, 2 was Michael, 3 was LeBron. And Tyree Evans became number 4. So you have 4 rookies who posted 25 and 5. They both made all first team Rookie of the Year awards. LeBron became the youngest player to ever win Rookie of the Year award honors at age 19. Yes, Michael was 21 when he came in, eventually turning 22. LeBron came at 18, eventually turning 19. So it's still a 3-year gap going on there. I'm not going to use a 3-year gap against Michael because, hey, that's just simply not fair. Even though, hey, he could have. Didn't matter how it turned out to be. It turned out to be that way. But Michael Jordan did make the All-Pro team as a rookie. They have an All-Rookie team, and they got this All-Veteran team or All-NBA team. He was second team All-NBA as a rookie. Like, wait a minute, what? Yeah, he was second team All-NBA as a rookie. He's on a veteran team as a rookie. LeBron wasn't on that list. He didn't get selected there. Michael did. Michael has that edge over him. Now, one negative thing I will say about Michael is his first couple years in the league, starting out, he did make the playoffs. However, he made the playoffs with a losing record. Something like 30 wins and 52 losses. That was the year when he broke his foot, missed a whole bunch of games. I think that was his sophomore year or his third year when that occurred. And they said that's tied for the 5th worst NBA record to ever qualify for the playoffs in NBA qualifying playoffs top 8 seeding history. Now LeBron James missed the playoffs his rookie and sophomore seasons. So by default, Michael Jordan will get the edge over him due to the fact that he did make the playoffs. But here's how I feel about it. Here's what my input is on that. Look, you had a losing record, so you shouldn't qualify for the playoffs. I understand the East is weak, but still, you had a losing season. You have more losses than you have wins, but yet here you are qualifying for the playoffs. Since when 30 wins and 52 losses ever get you in the playoff spots? I'm just saying. Actually, I'm just asking. Well, LeBron James as a sophomore, he finished his season 42 wins and 40 losses and did not qualify. That's deep. But yeah, one is a small forward, the other one is a shooting guard. So some people don't like to compare that due to their positions, but they both are perimeter players who can play out there and play inside out and do other things as well. I like both these players. They're both are very outstanding. Now, as far as efficiency goes and the ability to finish a play, great performances, not too many hiccups here and there, I would say Michael Jordan is the better performer and the more efficient player than LeBron James is. And those who may disagree, I understand you may disagree. Well, let me tell you why you shouldn't. You shouldn't because them little easy 5-footers, 10-footers that LeBron sometimes misses, Michael Jordan don't. There go your efficiency there. Secondly, when his teammates are being involved by Michael and Michael teammates aren't doing much, then Michael is going to take over and do what he do. I understand Michael didn't get 11 assists, 12, 13, 15 assists, and these outrageous assist numbers like LeBron James do, but when you have four other guys on the floor with you who aren't producing, you pretty much say, you know what, Michael, do what you do. Win or lose, do what you do. And he does what he do. There was one particular season where he averaged nearly 35 points a game, 6 assists, 6 rebounds, and he became the first and only NBA player in NBA history. Let me repeat that. The only player, even to today, the only player in NBA history to ever have 200 steals, 100 block shots in a regular season. 200 steals, 100 block shots in a regular season. That is very outstanding number as far as defense is concerned. And what got to me was when he had this outstanding numbers from offense to defense, points, rebounds, assists, block, steals, his totals of points and assists and steals, block and steals. He still was runner-up for the league's most valuable player award. Like, huh? Yes, Michael Jordan in 1987 did these numbers, and despite him doing all these numbers, he still was runner-up for the league's MVP award. And some people was like, well, how? It's simple. Well, I had done a video before about MVP and what it means to be MVP award winner and meeting the criteria of MVP. How good is it for you to be the league's most valuable player award, not just for your team, but throughout the league, and you're losing games? Oh, well, Michael Jordan had 63 points against Boston at the Garden, but did he win? The answer is no. So how valuable are you and your team is still losing? That contradicts you. That hurts you. In that video, my MVP thing that I posted like a couple months ago, 1 seed, 2 seed, East Conference, West Conference. No matter which conference, 1 seed, 2 seed, with outstanding performances, stuff that Michael Jordan was doing during his run in the Chicago Bulls. That year, 1987, he had 40 wins and 42 losses. So once again, you have a losing season basically because you have 2 more losses than you have wins. I understand that 2 is not really a big, huge number, but you're under 500 and you cannot win MVP award. You being under 500. Magic Johnson, Irving Magic Johnson, my favorite Laker. He won the league's most valuable player award. He averaged 22, 12, and 6. He didn't come close to 200 steals and 100 block shots. Remember, Michael Jordan is the only man in history to ever do that. Now, some people might try to discredit how he did it. I already know what they're going to say. They're going to say something probably like this. Well, he was cheating off his man one-on-one. He was double-teaming the ball, and he was still the ball from the other guy when he's already dealing with one-on-one coverage. Which is true. He did do that. And sometimes he will leave his man and jump high in the sky and block somebody's shot or a layup attempt or wherever the case may be. There was one play I saw, Patrick Ewing did a move. He was finna hit like a little 10-footer. Michael Jordan came out of nowhere and just swatted that mess into the stands. Now, those things are the biggest reasons why he did do the 200 steals, 100 block shots, become the only man in history to do that. I understand that you're not going to do that just guard your man only, because it's never been done. Furthermore, when you do help out and you commit to the ball instead of your man, yes, it's possible that you can easily do those numbers such as 200 and 100. And he also is the last guy that to win the league's most valuable player award along with defensive player of the year in the same season too. And on top of that, he's a shooting guard, which is outstanding to do. Another flaw of his, and a lot of people don't like to acknowledge it, those who are fans of his and those who dislike LeBron or whatever the case may be. Because I know those who dislike LeBron James won't use that Michael Jordan he had one playoff win. One playoff win with 9 losses total before he had a sidekick by the name of Scottie Pippen. Some people don't want to acknowledge that, or some people don't want to give Scottie Pippen the respect and acknowledgement that he did have during his run with the Chicago Bulls. In fact, he's on the top 50 all-time score, top 50 greatest players in NBA history. Michael Jordan's there too, and so is Scottie. Yes, I understand Jordan made Scottie Pippen better. I got that. But when Jordan left and retired, Scottie Pippen was that guy. But then it gets deeper than that. I'm not going to get into that, but okay. LeBron James did not do the 200, 100 that Michael Jordan did do. So that edge goes to Michael. But here's one thing that I could say about, even though he didn't do the 200, 100, and did not win Defensive Player of the Year award at all in his career, he can defend the floor very well. In fact, he can defend all 5 positions. Michael can't. Now, as far as versatility is concerned, I will say LeBron James is more versatile than Michael. Some people might find it rude to say, or whatever the case may be, but I've seen Michael play and I've seen LeBron James play. And I go, he could play a post. He could defend the post too against post players and post up post players. I understand Michael's 6'6", LeBron James 6'8". One is like 260, the other one is just 210, 215. I understand. But all that stuff to the side, I'm just going by skill and who can do what regardless. LeBron James could run all 5 positions on the floor. He's the closest thing to Magic to me. Jordan could play point. He could play the 2. He could play small forward. That's where it ends. Phil Jackson coached Michael, and he witnessed LeBron James play. He was like, well, the ability for him to play all 5 positions is just marvelous, outstanding. But Michael Jordan got this one edge over him that LeBron James still needs to improve on, which is a consistent jump shot. Because he can do everything else, but when it comes to a consistent jump shot, that's where he is lacking. And it's like, wow, 12 years in the league and you still don't have a consistent knockdown jump shot? Okay. Both these guys usually finish the regular season in the 50% area, which is great. Their 3-point shooting percentages isn't all that, but LeBron James did at one point in time have a career high 42% from the 3-point range during the regular season, which in the year he won the league's most valuable player award in 2013. Michael Jordan has 5 career regular season MVP awards. LeBron has 4, which is he's one behind him. However, he did win those 4 MVP awards in a 5-year span. Michael never did that, which is pretty cool too. Yes, Michael Jordan's a better scorer. I'm never going to argue who the better scorer is. Yes, Michael Jordan's a better scorer than LeBron James is. But remember one thing. Just remember this. There's more to the game of basketball than just scoring points. Yes, Michael got 10 scoring titles, NBA record. LeBron has 1. Of course, we're not going to compare 10 to 1 because that's just completely lopsided. And yes, this guy here has 10 of them. Interesting. Assists, rebounds, playing and defending 5 positions on the floor, the ability to set teammates up, get them involved in their play, to be a non-guard and to average over six assists per game, that says a lot. And a man can dominate in so many levels, but as far as being efficient, especially on offense, to be efficient in terms of scoring is Michael. Everything else, I'm gonna say it's LeBron James. When Michael didn't have a squad to help him win championships, and when LeBron James' 7-year run, his first 7-year run at Cleveland, and he didn't have a squad to help him win a championship, I'm looking at Mike. I go, okay, he's just a flat-out scorer. Got it. I'm looking at LeBron. Okay, he can be a flat-out scorer too, but this guy is doing points, rebounds, assists, blocks, steals, this, that, setting teammates up, getting them open, even when they can't get themselves open. I go, wow, LeBron is doing too much, and he only has a mediocre squad behind him, and he's still doing these things, making everybody else look good. That is outstanding. Not saying Michael can't do it, but he's not doing it like this guy over here. And some people like to say, well, rings means a lot. I understand championship rings. Championship rings are a team concept, not individual. You do need a team to win a championship. That I must say. You got to have a team in order to win a championship. Remember, Michael Jordan didn't win until Scottie Pippen got there. 1 win, 9 losses before Scottie Pippen. That carries a lot of weight. And some gonna fire back and say, well, he didn't win with, well, LeBron didn't win without Dwayne Wade. He left, went to Cleveland, went to the finals, and still didn't win. Understood. Every superstar needs help. Every superstar needs a team to win. And sometimes every superstar needs a sidekick to help them, to assist them further. No team, no championship. I don't care how good that one individual player is. Well, Chamberlain was the best thing going during his era, him and Bill Russell. But who walked away with the titles? Bill did. Who was a better individual player? It wasn't Bill. It was Wilt. Wilt scored 100 points in the game. Bill Russell didn't. But it don't matter because some people like to look at rings. Like, rings just make you just a complete better player than the next guy who has less rings or 0 rings. That's not how that works. It's a team concept. And yes, I honestly believe that LeBron James is more versatile. But as far as who's more efficient on offense and who can execute the plays more so than not, hitting down shots when shots need to be taken and scored upon, ball through the hoop, Michael got that sold, because there are certain little shots that he won't miss that I've seen LeBron do miss here and there sometimes. And some of these meltdowns of 8 of 25 or 8 of 27 and 8 of 22 and 10 of 30, Michael don't go through those. And if he did, it was very rare. Like the Chicago Bulls series of this year, in fact, 8 of 25, but still managed to have 30 points. Like, huh? 8 of 25, that's not efficient, because double of 8 is 16. So 8 and then 16, that's 50%. So you still stuck at this 8, but then this number right here is getting higher and higher and higher, which is lowering your field goal percentage. Michael Jordan don't go through those woes. That's why I say, as far as performance-wise and statistics and everything else in terms of scoring, that's Michael all day. Everything else, your points, assists, rebounds, assists, blocks, this, blah, blah, that's LeBron over here. And for LeBron to carry a mediocre team to the NBA Finals in 2007, that says a lot. And LeBron did lead his team in 5 major statistic categories, becoming one of 4 players in NBA history to ever do that. Before Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan didn't lead his team in 5 statistic categories. When Michael left the first time, Scottie Pippen that year led his team in 5 statistic categories. I was like, what? Scottie Pippen did what after Jordan left the first time? Really? That's deep. But so as far as who's the better overall player from A to Z and what they can do and what they bring to the table, this, that, and third, I'm gonna say LeBron is more all round than Michael. He's more versatile than Michael. But as far as having that killer instinct when it's needed and to convert your offense into points and to knock down these simple shots that you know that needs to be knocked down, I'm going with Michael. You just you just can't say LeBron yet, but he is getting there. But from this year to this year, I definitely gotta say Michael. And yes, he did. He didn't lose the NBA Final Series, which is good. You have a championship caliber team. You led the way. You won the titles. Excellent. Now LeBron James does have 2 titles, but he also has 4 title losses, 2 wins and 4 losses, which sucks because that puts you under 500. But I understand in 2007 that you had a mediocre team. You had no business there anyway, but the way he torched the Detroit Pistons back in 2007 says a lot for one player to just do everything like that. And then the finals of 2015, your superstar goes down the first game of the finals, your superstar other player, and now you have a one superstar average team now. And he turns around and wins back-to-back games. But then turn around and lose 3 straight games after that, ending the series in 4 games to 2 after they were up 2 games to 1. You need a team to win. So 2007, I won't use that against him. And even 2015, I kind of still won't use that against him. Now a couple of losses he had in Miami, you can clearly use those if you want to because he did have help. He did have help the team. So from that angle, I find no excuse as to why you couldn't close out and walk away with the title. So, yep, that's my input as far as Michael and LeBron James is concerned. Statistic wise, across the board, I'm definitely going with LeBron James. But as far as clutch moments, situations, big time shots that needs to be knocked down, like I said before, I'm going with Michael. I like Michael. I like LeBron. They both have outstanding good things. There's pros and cons to both of them. Now, it depends on you on how would you weight and scale these 2 things. They both shows you one thing obvious. We need a team to win a championship. He needed Scotty and he needed Dwayne Wade to help them push him in and help them win that title. LeBron James back-to-back titles. Michael Jordan, 3-peat, 2 different sequences. And guess what? He has Scottie Pippen as teammates in all 6 of them. And results is 6 titles. LeBron has 2 titles. Guess what? Dwayne Wade was present there for both of them. So when people say, oh, he got more rings than him and he's better, well, let me say this one last thing as well before I let this go. Back in Houston in 2013, Michael Jordan was interviewed and was talking about LeBron James or Kobe Bryant. He said regular season is concerned and they're down and his dominance will play and this, that, and the third. I'm gonna go with LeBron James, but as far as championships, I gotta go with Kobe. And then they asked him, well, if you had to choose one player, who would you choose? He said it's hard to say. And the reason why it's hard to say, remember, this is back in Houston All-Star Weekend of 2013. And the reason why it's hard to say is because 5 beats 1 every time I look at it. Well, let me update this too. 5 beats 2 every time I look at it. 5 beats 2 every time. His whole message is this. Even though he didn't say a player, I'm going to just say it for you to understand. He's basically saying I'm picking Kobe Bryant over LeBron James. Why? Because the rings is what counts the most. He has 5 and he has 2, and 5 is greater than 2. But here's the thing. Rings don't mean that you're a better player than me because I'm still more skilled than you are. And as of 2015 now, LeBron James still rated the #1 player in NBA, even though he only has 2 rings. And there's 2 guys with 5 rings, Kobe Bryant and Tim Duncan. But They have LeBron James at the top. Even though he lost the finals to Golden State Warriors, they still consider him the best individual player in the league. So I guess rings don't matter in that aspect. But yes, it's a yearly goal to win a championship. But remember, you gotta have a team to do it. And you gotta have you a good team. Otherwise, it's just one superstar and the rest of these junior varsity type players. You're not gonna win. This is not gonna happen. Jordan couldn't do it, and LeBron couldn't do it. They both proved that. One superstar, and the rest of them are just whatever. Michael Jordan gonna have all these great performances and all this other stuff, but at the end of the day, he lost. LeBron James did the same thing too. He was winning games and he didn't win a championship. And another thing, LeBron James didn't need a losing record to make the playoffs. Jordan did. 30 wins, 52 losses. I clearly don't understand that one. And then you still make it anyway. LeBron didn't get swept in the first round playoffs. He never went through that. Jordan did. Then Scottie Pippen came along. Then he finally surpassed the first round for the first time in his career. Interesting. So and then LeBron said, like, well, I could say Robert Horry has 7 and Jordan has 6, but I'm not going to sit here and say Robert Horry is better than Michael Jordan, because anybody will be a fool if you say Robert Horry is better than Michael Jordan, because 7 is better than 6. That's a true statement that 7 is better than 6, but keep in mind, look at the two players that we're talking about, Robert Horry and Michael. I just know we're not going to sit here and say Robert Horry is a better basketball player than Michael Jordan is. I just know we're not going to say that. What, you going to say it joking around? I don't even think you're going to say that joking around either, unless you just really want to get under somebody else's skin just for GP. But, and then LeBron said that rings don't define one's career. I go, there's guys that are in the Hall of Fame who don't have rings. Charles Barkley, John Stockton, Karl Malone, Patrick Ewing. Them 4 guys in the Hall of Fame, they have no rings. So to be in the Hall of Fame with no rings, that says a lot too. And there's some guys that's in the Hall of Fame. There's some guys that's in the top 50 greatest player list that are better than other superstar players with at least 1 ring. And it's like that sometimes. It be that way because it's the person's skill, capabilities, and what they bring to the table. Not because, oh, I have 5 rings, that means I'm better than you. Because you have less than me. Or you have none. No. It's a team objective, a team accomplishment, and a team establishment. But yes, as far as versatility, being an all-around player, yes, I'm going with LeBron James. And as far as efficiency, as far as scoring, and when the game's on the line, you deliver, I'm going with Michael Jordan. That's all I have for this video, and I hope y'all enjoyed watching it.